G'day everybody, welcome back to Subnautica. Boy oh boy did we learn a lot of lessons in the previous episode, especially to do with the base building. And yeah, I was
fluid intake immediately.
Sort of looking through some comments recently, and I do apologize guys, I've been a little bit lax in reading and responding to comments in recent days, just a lot of stuff happening in my life at the moment, but one comment stood out, and this was from like several episodes ago, but he's sort of said something along the lines of, oh, Blue's gonna learn the hard way about, you know, hull integrity and stuff like that, and boy oh boy did that happen. Anyway, now in this episode I think we're going to focus on probably getting more upgrades, but also I would say we're going to adventure quite a bit and hopefully locate some of the life pods that haven't really been giving us any of their signals directly, right? We've got some clues. I just need to find those entries. Let's see. Aurora survivors. No, these are all ones that we've actually found. Yeah, there should be codes and clues. Ah, here, data downloads. I just need to remember where to find these, but so the alien facilities are in this list as well, but I'm sort of interested in the location of life pod 4, 6, and 7. So in this episode, I think we're going to go on a bit of a hunt for these life pods. But I think in the previous episode, I also mentioned that it'd be good if we could sustain ourselves a little bit more easily, especially being so far away from the area where we normally get our food from and water from. So I'm gonna try to make like grow beds and stuff. So it only costs like 4 titanium to do that. And even some of these smaller like pots only needs 2 titanium, and we've got a bit of titanium now, so let's go ahead and do that. Because if we can resolve like needing to eat and drink and stuff here, and not have to worry about going all the way out to our old life pod, then that'd be really, really good. Okay, so that's one. I could do another one. Is that entirely necessary, though? I'm not entirely sure. It'd be nice, perhaps, maybe to have, like, a separate room that's dedicated to just growing food. But anyway, with this in play, we should hopefully be able to grow stuff, right? So, the bulbo tree in particular, I'm interested in. The Chinese potato, I'm guessing that's going to give us quite a lot of calories. Then there's the marble melons, so let's just go with that initially and see what happens. So I assume we just simply drop these in, and maybe they will propagate? Okay, yeah, there we go. We definitely have things showing up here, so I've got a little bit more space to work with. I mean, I might as well throw in the lantern fruit as well. But we did see those lantern fruits, lantern fruit trees grow quite large. So, yeah, I don't know if we can actually fit it all in, but I guess this will be, you know, a bit of a learning experience for us. There's also the water filtration system. Now that we have the power sorted and we're, you know, sort of, we're sort of hanging in the balance there. I'm guessing it's because it's night. But I don't mind that, because if we're sort of stable, then we should be able to still sustain stuff. I assume, though, that as soon as we place down this water filtration system, if I can bloody find it. Oh, hang on. Do we even have it? I thought we scanned an entire thing. Yeah, here. Water filtration machine. So we just need a bit of aerogel, and we have that gel sack, which turns into aerogel if I'm not mistaken. So let's grab that. Oh, and we need a little bit of ruby. So I think, yeah, right there. So let's make the aerogel, and we just need some copper for copper wire, and a bit of titanium as well. We should be good. Let's unpin that, and yeah, I'll pin the actual water filtration system. And yeah, copper, which we do have. Fantastic. So it's probably a good excuse for us to sort of start looking for more copper at this point. So we'll see if we can smash a few limestone chunks. But yeah, we have everything we need, so let's actually place this in. Does it make sense to put it in here or another room? I mean, you could put it right against where the bioreactor is. I don't know if I really like that idea. But we do have a lot of like free space in this room. Maybe we can move grow beds there instead. I'm confused, but I'll leave it here for the time being. We can always take it down if we want to move it anyway. So, how does this work? Maybe we have to wait. I'm thinking we have to wait. It looks like it's working, but it should be filtering water from the outside, right? So, speaking of water, we kind of have a need for water right now, and food as well, to be honest. Food, I can pretty much cook immediately. So, let's go for that. And then I will source some bladderfish, just temporarily. I don't know how quick the water filtration system works. But I'm just looking at our power there. It is definitely draining a little bit, isn't it? So I don't know if we can actually sustain ourselves. Maybe we need another bioreactor. So we have 2 bioreactors going. Yeah. Not sure. Actually, I do want to grab the sea moth.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Welcome aboard, All systems online.
Alright. So, I'll look for some bladderfish for the moment, and then I do want to head to life pod number 13. And I think I mentioned in the previous episode that there should be some stuff there, which we have yet to scan. And after that, we can come back and sort out our water issues. I wonder if there's a way to turn off the water filtration system when you don't need it. Is that a thing? Not sure. Alright, that's enough. And I'm just gonna make sure that life pod number 13 is actually tagged. Yes, it is. It is still yellow as well, so, I mean, I'll keep it yellow for the time being. Be easier to find that way. But yeah, I can't wait to see whether or not all of our plant life is actually growing indoors or not. I probably need to gather up some more of those gel sacks as well. Surely there's going to be another need for, like, aerogel. I could probably do with a little bit of extra titanium, maybe. Speaking of, probably should be letting go of titanium that I don't really need. Maybe I shouldn't go too crazy on it. Maybe I'll just go with this, and then the rest of the space that we have we'll reserve for stuff like this. Yeah, because we'll get more titanium by breaking open the limestone as well. I'm not sure what governs what's inside the chunks that we break. Whether or not that's just RNG or whether or not it's already predetermined. Oh yes, and we haven't exactly explored this biome, have we? So there are plenty of these rays. They don't seem to be hostile. So yeah, maybe we can have a look around here before we return back home, but my priority though is just getting to the life pod. And as I said, the only reason why I know that there's something here is because I came back to do my screenshots and stuff. But yeah, this thing here, so a Cyclops bridge fragment. So let's grab that, so 1 out of 3. Yeah, I initially thought that we had all of the pieces for the Cyclops, but I guess there are different sections of the Cyclops that we need to build maybe separately. And yeah, there are probably quite a few more pieces that we need to try and find. Anyway, it's probably time for us to just have a look around here and see if there's more stuff to scan, perhaps maybe more resources to discover and gather. Tree mushrooms. Analysis of these large organic structures reveals a microcosm of cohabiting, and competing life forms. The main trunk is a species of corals, some colonies up to 50,000 years old. The caps which line it share more in common with earth fungi. Other organisms grow on the structure where there is space and light. Surrounding waters are dense with herbivorous life forms in the 1 mm to 10 mm range, to the extent that larger herbivores appear to have mostly abandoned the area. Assessment. Exploitable. Huh. A fungal sample. Okay. I have no idea what we'll do with that, but we'll bring it home. Tree leech. Parasitic fungus-like growth found attached to other life forms. An enzyme is released by the organism which dissolves a hole in the skin of the host, from which it leaches nutrients directly. Outer tooth-lined jaw serves no identified purpose, may be used during a different stage of the organism's life cycle. Assessment, exploitable fungal enzymes. Okay, do we just get the same thing from it?
30 seconds.
I didn't see anything in our inventory, and I didn't see anything drop, actually, so... Okay. Perhaps maybe it's not really a thing. Maybe when they refer to the fungal enzymes, it's just simply the stuff that we can get from the giant sort of mushroom-looking things. Ah, that looks like it's totally something, but it's not. Anyway. I feel like it can be a little bit easy to get lost here, and maybe trying to get the sea moth in and out might be a little bit difficult as well. But yeah, we did see some trenches in the area as well, so I'm kind of interested in seeing if we can dive down. See if there's anything worthwhile. But yeah, I think we'll slowly sort of move towards where our new base is, and if there's nothing, then there's nothing, you know? Yeah, this is a really cool area, though. Very distinct from the places that we've already been. Lithium. Okay. Yeah, water's gonna be a problem soon. I'm just trying to find the trenches that we saw, but I'm just not entirely sure where they were again. Oh, here. Yeah, I know water's an issue, but I think we still have a tiny bit of time to just have a look around this area. What on earth? It's a gate. Another gate. I was thinking of, like, maybe pulling back and coming back once we have hydrated, but shouldn't there be a little, like, square thingo that lets us power it up? Unless, so I'm just theorizing here, guys, but perhaps maybe it only can be operated from one side. So maybe there's a side that we need to find to activate, and perhaps maybe it leads us here. Doesn't seem to be any bigger, this cave, so, man, I'm gonna need to remember that this is here. I don't know for what purpose, because I don't really see anything too interesting, but maybe we'll get to a stage where we're able to utilize the gates to teleport around a little bit faster and, you know, get around a little quicker. Maybe.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But that was definitely worthwhile, so I'm happy that we sort of looked around there. I don't know if that's the only trench, but I don't think we really have much more time. We've got to get back to base, sort out water. Yeah, more cave systems down there.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
How are we doing in terms of number? 10. Okay. Alright. Really playing with fire here. Though I think we'll make it. I wonder if there's a speed upgrade for the Seamoth. Actually, maybe I should be looking at further upgrades to the Seamoth before we even go out on our next expedition. More wrecks over there. I do want to stop and have a look around, to be honest, but also I don't want to die. So, let's sort out not dying first.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Very good, although our power is slowly dropping. How are we going here? Oh. Okay, we've got salt in there as well. Huh. So it filters out the salt, basically.
Vital signs.
Oh, that's a lot of water, actually. Right. But speaking of water, we can convert even more. So we'll just do that right now, and we'll have a bit of a supply of water to keep us going while we're exploring. And these extra salt and a few other bits and pieces, which is now clogging up our inventory. Do I want more lockers? I could get another locker, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, we've got the space back here anyway, so let's add another one. And I'll put, yeah, some of this stuff in. Got a spare battery for some reason. Might be the one that we found while we were looking for the Degassi habitat. Look at that. Alright, I was just about to ask whether or not these things are ready for harvest. But yeah, it does actually tell us when it's ready. Maybe the Chinese potato's ready? So with that, can I then like place that back in? I'm guessing I can. But because we can harvest multiple potatoes, maybe what needs to happen is we sort of eat what we need and then plant the rest. Yeah, that's so good. Alright, food is sorted, guys. Our survival is secured. So I'll just throw that one in, and that can regrow. Nice. And yeah, I mean, we don't need to worry about hunger anymore. I guess we do still need to worry about hunger while we're out and about exploring. Right, so maybe I should do what I said that I wanted to do, or that I should do with the Seamoth. This beacon is very easy to make, actually. Just a copper ore and titanium. So I might give that a try and see what that does for us. Cool. And I'm just trying to remember where we get the upgrades for the Seamoth. I think, yeah, it was this panel here. Actually, no, here. So Seamoth modules. We already have the depth module. Oh, the solar charger would be cool. Perimeter defense system. Torpedo system. Sonar. Sonar seems very easy to make. But I would love to get a solar charger though. Copper wire and magnetite. A couple of magnetite. Well, I'm gonna need to find some more copper, so we'll just quickly do that now. Plus, there's these wrecks that we passed, so I just want to have a look at whether or not there's anything available that we haven't seen before. So it was maybe around here, or I think it was along the grassy sort of fields. That's Life Pod 17 right there. I thought we just passed them. Yeah, over this side. Taking a lot of damage. So we'll need to do a bit of repairing in a sec. Ow! At least there are not like swarms of them, but still pretty annoying. A vending machine? I mean, why not? If we're gonna have to live here for a while, we may as well get cozy. Bioreactor. Bioreactor as well. Okay. Alright. Nothing special here. Let's continue looking for the limestone chunks. I thought I just saw one. Yeah, that's a bit of copper, so I think we should be able to get this upgrade. So sonar will be kind of cool. Hopefully that'll help us sort of navigate a little bit more. But now that we've gone to Life Pod 13, the next thing is to try and find these life pods with no specific indicator or marker. So we're gonna have to sort of piece things together. I need the copper wire. So the only problem with, you know, eating some of the foods from here is that I think there's a tendency for all of it to sort of rot as soon as you pick it, right? So you're not going to be able to keep stuff for too long. So maybe there's still an argument to do some fishing and to cure some of those fish. Let's chuck the upgrade in. Oh, I've just realized, but you can only put a certain number of upgrades in here. So, yeah, I think we definitely saw a hell of a lot more of those upgrades, which means that you have to sort of pick and choose. I'm really concerned about our power levels, guys, so maybe what we could do is we could take down the filtration machine when we don't actually need it. that could be a thing that we do. It is a little bit of a pain that we have to do that, but yeah, I don't mind. And by doing that, that should let us get more energy back. I wonder if perhaps maybe adding an additional solar panel would do the trick. That could be something that we test out, actually, but anyway, I'm just gonna drop a few things here. I mean, I may as well just drop all of this stuff. I know I'm not grouping things together, but that's alright, because I want to reconstruct the filtration machine once more, and we'll do that pretty soon. But for now, let's get a move on.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, that's really, really cool. Alright, so I guess with this sonar, I should be able to then, like, use this on, say, you know, or inside, say, a cave like this. Oh yeah, and that'll sort of give us a nice sort of visual on where we can traverse. That's kind of cool. I assume, though, it might take a bit of power as we use it. So yeah, I mean, that already takes one power, just like that. So yeah, we'll use it when we need to. But anyway, sorry, let's go back to our clues, and we'll start with life pod 4. This is the one that should be on the surface of the ocean. So I think that's maybe going to be relatively easy to find based on the picture. So we'll see if we can go out in that direction. It's sort of taking us relatively close to the aurora, isn't it? Yeah, so the aurora is over there. Sort of going to have to pass by our life pod. Life pod 12 is definitely accessible as well. So we could go there. Maybe that's not a bad place to start, actually. So we go to life pod 12, check out what's there, and then from that position we try to see if we can get ourselves aligned to the way the picture has been taken. I actually really like that idea of, you know, the way that the clues are being given to us, you know, by visual cues. And I guess, oh god, radiation. I guess we shouldn't really go through here. What does that mean? I think there's a special helmet, right, that we need. We had to swap that out with the rebreather because we wanted to be able to breathe longer. Okay, so even over this side there's quite a bit of radiation. I assume then... Yeah, okay. Alright. I mean, the missing life pod is over there somewhere, right? So... yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to grab the helmet, which means we're gonna have to sacrifice the amount of time that we can dive. That's okay. Got the sea moth. Or I wonder if there's maybe some other life pods that we should start looking into first before trying to go that way. Let me just have a look at the list. So, life pod 6. I mean, that's not really helping us very much, is it? 400 meters west, northwest, west-northwest of life pod 4. Okay, so we need to find life pod 4 first. Dense red grass. Okay. Well, I think that's a wash for the time being. Life pod 7... Sunk 200 meters in an area of low ecological activity. Transmission origin approximately 1 kilometer southwest of the Aurora's stern. Okay. So, I would probably need to look for that one after we do the Aurora in that case. So I think maybe the Aurora might be one of our next sort of biggest goals to try and achieve. See if we can visit. Alright, so we're looking for our helmet. Yeah, so let's just switch this. And I don't know if I should bring the rebreather with me, but it is taking up a lot of space. So I might actually just stash it here. Food. We are going to need to eat soon again. Just grab some water. And yeah, I'll eat a little bit more. Marble melon. Can I? Okay. Yeah, alright, so I can now throw more of them in. Yeah, there we go. So hopefully we've got a bit more to work with, but I'll eat some potatoes. That should keep us going for a little bit. And yeah, one thing that I don't have though is some spare water. I need to find myself some more copper before we can make another solar panel, so we'll keep an eye out. But yeah, now that we have the rad helmet as well, let's give this another try. Okay, we should have the copper that we need now for another solar panel. Which we'll build later though, when we get back. I wonder if the game still tells you whether or not you're in a irradiated area, even though you've got like the protection on. Oh, okay, we've got that already. Rav trap. Oh yes, that reminds me, we've got that beacon. I don't really know what it does, but let's play around with it. So... Edit beacon name. Okay. I see. So this thing basically is like a marker that you can set yourself. Instead of, you know, some of the current HUD markers being associated with certain things that we've found, this is something that you can place down yourself. Alright, that's... I can see how useful that's going to be, actually. So, there could be areas where we would need to mark down to go back to, which could be a little bit more difficult to get to without having a marker. So, actually, a good example of that is the cave that we saw earlier on that had that gate. We could place a marker down there so that we can get back to it. But yeah, I'm sure we've already passed the area that says that we're in radiation. So this could all be irradiated. Nuclear waste disposal? Okay. I mean, we've seen the nuclear power plant, right? So I assume maybe that's something that we need to use with it. And I remember the entry saying something around, you know, like being careful or whatever with nuclear waste.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
Interesting
decreased.
things here that I don't know if we've seen. Oh, okay, so we've reached this kind of biome again. What is that? Is that a laser cutter? Power transmitter fragment. What on Earth?
New blueprint acquired.
There's a power transmitter. Maybe in here. Vending machine, yeah. I wonder if we can actually eat from it. That'd be kind of cool. Extends the range of a power source. Alright, yeah, let's continue. Cyclops Bridge fragment. I mean, I'm happy that we're finding all of the different fragments for the Cyclops, so maybe we might get a vehicle upgrade sooner rather than later. There's another one. Bridge blueprint.
Blueprint acquired.
Okay. Wow, look at that. I mean, the biome has completely changed once more, and I see things that could be dangerous, potentially.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Ooh. Yep, okay. They are definitely mean. And yeah, they will actually attack the sea moth as well, so let's be a bit careful. I see a mesmer fish there. Hang on, where's our marker? Ah, there. No, might do is...
Detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
Electromagnetic... Oh. This does not look safe. Oh my god, there's two of them. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place, I feel. Sorry, let me just do what I said that I wanted to do. I wanted to just recolor this one. Will they attack us if we're in the sea moth? Just get a little bit close. They don't seem interested. Either that or they haven't realized that we're here. Oh god. Nope. Let's get away. Alright, man, I'm thinking a torpedo, like, upgrade is required. What? These things burrow as well? But yeah, I wonder if we can, like, you know, if we can kill these things, maybe we can sort of get to where we need to go. I mean, the life pod's just over there. Creature eggs. And there are these guys as well. They're not too aggressive, I guess. These guys, yeah, they scare me. Ah, and then there's a mesmer fish as well. I guess we just have to be quick about it.
New blueprint acquired.
Repulsion cannon. But we have a repulsion cannon, right? The repulsion cannon is a modification of the base propulsion cannon, which enhances its propulsion effect at the cost of the ability to draw objects closer. It can be fabricated using a modification station and is commonly employed in self-defense and as a less than lethal firearm. Ah, okay. So maybe we should make that and then hurl things at these things. I mean, I've already tried to hurl, like, stuff at, what was it, the, sand sharks, with not really very great success, but maybe with the modification, that might change. Okay. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, not even
Integrating new PDA data.
not even a PDA. But let's take a look at it. Aurora survivors.
I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
Jeez. So that was the medical officer, and he's not really actually trained for medical situations. Great. Gives us huge confidence in Altera. Indigenous life forms. Bulb bush. We were actually getting chased there for a second by those electric things. This aquatic species has evolved to grow in deep sandy environments and to conserve its hydration levels against relatively extreme external temperatures. The root system can fragment the shale rock it grows on to form a deep anchor point, allowing predators to graze but not easily uproot the entire plant. This grazing will tend to dislodge parts of the plant, and each section is capable of growing into a fully formed adult plant, explaining the concentrations of bulb bushes in some parts of the world. Assessment: edible in small quantities, high content of water. Okay, there you go. We can give it a try then.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Consume. Yeah, there we go. Alright, did we actually see everything there, though? I'm not sure. Let me just reactivate the signal. And while the coast is clear, let's just check it out once more. Can I get close enough to these things to scan them? I know it's a little dangerous, but... Oh, jeez.
It is your primary directive to
No.
stay closer to
No, get away from me. Oh, man. Stressful. Amp eel. Okay. Alright, we managed to scan it though. For science. For science. Oh, fauna. Carnivores. Amp eel. A powerful and inquisitive predator found inhabiting the deeper waters of the reefs and bulb bush colonies. Electrical prongs. Torso-mounted prongs generate a powerful electrical current, which the amp eel uses to incapacitate its prey. Jaws. A large flexible jaw studded with sharp teeth. If a faster, stronger, and hungrier predator lives on the reefs, it appears to avoid the amp eel. Assessment: avoid or incapacitate. Okay. I think we've had enough of being here. Plus, I probably will need to source food and stuff like that soon. So let's head back in the direction of our base. A very interesting biome. And we've found some good sort of tech to scan. There seems to be some cave systems down here as well, which I don't really know what these cave systems would contain, but we could have a quick squiz right now, I suppose. Alright, it's not really a big cave at all. Alright. Cool. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's a huge wreck. Definitely something that we've not seen before. Oh, I'm super excited. Unfortunately, it is guarded by an amp eel. But you know what? Since we have it, let's do it. Let's use this thing. So I'll place this down. I'll just call it, like, wreck. And now we should have a beacon to come back to when we actually want to visit this place. Speaking of beacons, let me just recolor stuff. And yeah, that's our beacon there. We can color that yellow so we can come back here. But yeah, time to head back. Very happy with the development so far. We haven't really spent as much time this episode, you know, upgrading gear and stuff like that, but I'm happy that we found LifePod 12, and we should be able to actually... We should be able to go to LifePod 4 now, right? But I'm just worried that we'll run out of food and water. But let's just have a quick look at where we are in terms of positioning with the Aurora. Okay, we sort of need to go that way a little bit more, right? Let's go to the clues. Data downloads. We're roughly in the area. Roughly in the area. So... What is that? Maybe that's just the Aurora. I'm going to, like, just shut off everything, and, yeah. Oh, man. Things getting dark doesn't really help. Okay, that's our life pod. I'm making an assumption here, guys, but it could very well be possible that the life pod that we're looking for has sunk somewhere. But it might have sunk in this area, right? So maybe that's what we need to look for when we come back in the next episode. like how dark it is. But I guess we have no choice. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Drop me a like if you did. Leave some comments. Subscribe if you're new. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.